Everyone believes the current economic challenges faced in Nigeria is caused by fuel subsidy removal, but that isn't completely correct. It's caused by a policy of one man, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In June 10, 2023, the DSS arrested the CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele. Bola Ahmed Tinubu had not formed his cabinet, he was just 2 weeks in power, and he assumed the position of the CBN governor, and he thought he could do his job. He floated the naira on June 14, 2023, and I knew that was a disaster. Floating the naira actually means that supply and demand will determine the value of naira to dollar in foreign exchange. Now, who is demanding naira? We are not producing anything for people to demand naira to buy what we are selling, but there's high demand for dollar. It simply means that in that market, every day naira is going to depreciate and lose value. And over the time, we kept seeing it. From that time, naira kept losing value, going to 600, going to 700. Before we knew it, it had landed in 1009. That was when he now formed his committee. Wale Edun now came and they started blaming Binance and all of that. It came down a bit and it has now gone up back to 1006 today. Now, what does that simply mean? It means that naira has lost value by over 200%. Losing value of over 200% simply means that whatever you are purchasing, you are going to have to pay times 3 for it. And that is the cause of the economic challenge we are facing in Nigeria. Anything we are buying, we are paying times 2, times 3 for it. And it is just simply because our naira has lost value. China is the second largest economy in the world. China does not float their currency. China is the factory of the world. Nigeria is not producing anything, yet our president decided to float the currency. And that is the problem of Nigeria. The government are coming up with a lot of palliatives and a lot of funny things, but those things are not going to work. The only solution back is for us to go back to pegging our currency and let naira has a specific value, be it 800 or 900, let it have a specific value. That way, prices are not going to be jumping up and down, because right now it's 1.6. If it goes to 1,007, prices are still going to go up. Now, minimum wage has been increased to 70,000. That cannot solve the problem, because when you increase the money supply, there's going to be inflation, because there will be too much money chasing goods. Demand is going to go high. Once people collect their salary, they are going to go to the market and start purchasing. That's increased demand and it's going to lead to more inflation. That cannot solve the problem. This same floating naira policy has come back to bite the government. When fuel subsidy was removed, fuel was 488 naira in Lagos. A dollar was 465 naira. At least that's the price. Official rate is what is used to import petroleum products into the country. Now, a dollar is 1,600 naira. It means that fuel should be about 1,700 naira. So if we are buying fuel 620 in Lagos, who is paying extra 1,100 naira? So this same policy has gotten the government back into paying fuel subsidy. We can remember that in the first 2 months, they announced that we saved X amount of money from petrol subsidy. But after, when they saw that the dollar kept going up and up, the price, they stopped announcing that. And it's simply because they started paying subsidy. And I mentioned it that these people are paying subsidy. But a lot of people disagreed. In a short while, the IMF said Nigeria government is back to paying subsidy. Rufai too came and said Nigeria government is back to paying subsidy. And now Wale Edun has said that subsidy is not completely gone. So you can see that the policy they made have come back to bite them, and they are paying a higher amount on subsidy. So pegging your currency was the way forward for us. If you want to float your currency, you have to build your internal capacity. You have to make sure that you have what you are exporting. If your export is low and your import is more, your currency will keep depreciating and it will lose value. Another downside to the naira devaluation is that a lot of people are going to lose their jobs, because a lot of businesses are going to close. For instance, a company manufactures this wristwatch for 1,000 naira and sells it at 1,500 naira. Now naira has devalued by 200%. It costs them 2 times more to produce this wristwatch. That means their cost of production is going to be 3,000 naira and they are going to sell at 3,500 naira. Now salaries of people have remained the same. A wristwatch that somebody normally buys 1,500 naira, he now has to buy 3,500 naira. When the people can no longer afford it, what's going to happen? The company is going to shut down because they are selling a product nobody can afford. So that's another downside to naira devaluation. It is completely wrong for a country to devalue their currency. It's absurd. I consider Emir Sanusi to be one of the most intelligent men in Nigeria. When he was CBN governor, he didn't float naira. Why would Bola Tinubu come and just say I can do CBN job and all of that and float the naira? And this is what has put everybody into hardship. Right now, we are protesting. Tomorrow is going to be the day 2 of the protests. Let's channel our energy right in our peaceful protests. The value of naira to dollar has to be addressed. If that is not addressed, there's no way back from where we are coming from. Exchange rates cannot keep going up and we expect that prices will come down. There's no miracle to that. That policy is a failed policy. Fuel subsidy removal on its own was only just going to create a bit of inflation and people will adjust to it. But 200% devaluation, no, that's a no-no. Because if you have children abroad, you want to pay their school fees, you have to pay 2 times more. If you want to japa, you spend 2 times more. Nigeria is a completely import-dependent economy. Take a look at your house. Just take an inventory. Almost everything in your house is imported. Your smartphone, your laptop, your television, your refrigerator. Almost everything is imported. It's only maybe your furniture like your bed, your table, your chair. Those are the things that are not imported. So because of that, it made absolutely no sense for Tinubu to float naira. President Buhari refused when IMF tried forcing him into floating the naira. He categorically said that the countries who float their currency have the infrastructure to back it up. And he refused. So why would President Tinubu wholeheartedly embrace that policy and destroy the naira and the Nigerian economy? So this is on him, purely on him, and the onus is on him to fix it because this is actually his mess. He pushed everybody into extreme poverty and hyperinflation. Thank you for watching.